For you, Stewart, have they been the team of the tournament?
Yes, they have. They started the group stages brilliantly. I thought they played enterprising football. They knew exactly what they were doing. They looked the best coached team to me. They defended well all over the pitch. They were great in attacking areas. They had a couple of blips against Austria at Wembley here, and also against Spain here. I thought Spain were the better side. But tonight, even though they got off to a bad start, they regrouped, they started to pass the ball. I said before the game, if it became a tactical game, Italy would be the better side. And it became a tactical game because England dropped too deep and they allowed Italy to pass the ball.
I mean, there's two stories developing here around England. One of them, of course, is the football story about maybe some substitutions that Gareth Southgate did or didn't make, bringing on the two penalty takers in the end who missed. And also the fact that the England supporters who made their way into the ground were forcing down barriers, the videos that are emerging of the trouble that was caused inside the ground, the overcrowding that we saw inside the ground. And Wembley Stadium have put statements out about that. And originally they were saying there weren't any people inside without tickets. They then had to revise that. But this has not been a good day all round, has it?
I would say it's been an unpleasant occasion tonight. We're standing here, we see all the fans coming into the ground before the game, storming all those barriers. It's just been unpleasant. The game was a good game in terms of Italy won it, and I think they deserved to win it. But in terms of the actual out in the occasion, it's not been a good day.
It's been so unreflective as well of this England side, of whom so much is expected. It feels like a young side, and more could potentially come from them.
Yeah, I think they got their tactics wrong today. They started off, and we were talking before the game about pressing the ball high up the field, stopping Italy playing, stopping the ball if it goes forward. Immobile's not good with his back to goal. They could win back possession quickly, and that's how they started. As soon as they went 1-0 up, they retreated and started playing too defensively, and they allowed Italy back into the game. And when you look at the percentage count, although Italy didn't make clear-cut chances, they were the dominant team.
Well, those England fans that we were talking about, very subdued now. They're all queuing to get on the tube. You know how much English people like to queue. This one is all the way up Wembley Way. It's going to be a long time before they get back home. But even though we are in London and even though it's a home crowd for England, we are in a sort of an apartment block here, and there are a couple of flats occupied by Italians. So there have been plenty of chants of Forza Italia that have been levelled our way.
And well-deserved, Kelly, for sure, for the Italian fans who are celebrating this championship. Let's have Tim Howard join us now, expert, certainly goalkeeper, the greatest goalkeeper in U.S. history. Tim, what were your thoughts on the shootout, the strategy, and the play of both goalkeepers?
Well, Donnarumma and Pickford were fantastic. As a goalkeeper going into a shootout, your job is to just save one and turn the tables a little bit, and then obviously put the onus on the shooters to make theirs. From England's standpoint, they were very poor penalties. I mean, credit Donnarumma for the saves, but when you look at England's penalty takers, two of them were substitutes, and I didn't think the penalties were particularly good. And then you have a 19-year-old who steps up, and big credit to him. A lot of heart under big pressure. But I tell you what, I'm not sure with all the talent in that England squad that a 19-year-old should be taking the fifth and decisive penalty. But goalkeepers came out on top today.
All right, Tim. Maka, what did you think? I mean, look, it's really easy. If they make a couple of them, it looks great. They don't make them, it's easy to second guess. But what did you think of the decisions Southgate made?
Well, he's made a lot of decisions that I necessarily haven't agreed with throughout this tournament, but he's always kept on moving forward. Today, I said before, I'd rather him play with four. I don't like him reverting back to five because I know what's going to happen. They end up just reverting all the way back, getting camped 11 people on the edge of the box and letting the other team try and break them down, which what happens. I said it at half-time today. I do not want them to defend for the rest of the half. They had one shot on target and they gave Italy all the possession in the match. This is a really, really good Italian team, arguably the best team in this tournament. We've said that from minute one. If you let them have 65, 66% possession, they are going to hurt you eventually. And of course, it comes down to a toss of a coin, a missed penalty. But still, they were the better team. You cannot say they are lucky losers. They were the best team today. They deserve to win. And Gareth will, this is what he has to, he's the manager of this team. He's the one who has to deal with all this pressure. He's the one who has to make these really tough decisions. But from minute one, I don't like him reverting back to a five. I'd much rather see them going forward, particularly because we had home advantage, particularly because we've had incredible creative players on that list that we've seen. And that's the only downside for me. I didn't see enough creativity in this tournament with what we've got on offer.
With the early goal that England scored and Italy maybe looked a little shaky initially. How did settling back help Italy sort of regain its footing and get stabilized a bit?
Well, first of all, the early goal was a perfect situation for Southgate, England, the way that they approached the game. Yeah. Because good in the defense. What they missed is the counterattack. They didn't have a great chances to counterattack with the fast players that they have against the slower two central back of Italy. So that is the missing part. Italy, after the first 15 minutes, they start to realize, okay, let's go back in our first plan, because a goal like this can ruin everything. And especially in the second half, I think was the key. I mean, I think Mancini has a good talk with the players, and the players came out with a different kind of behavior, more calm, more. They were more secure, more sure to do what they want to do, and England give them, a big hand, sitting down and wait for them.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.